What's going on, guys? Graham Gius and Matthews here from FanSided Daily DDT. Today, we're talking to the MLW World Heavyweight Champion, Jacob Fatu, ahead of MLW Fightland next Saturday, October 2nd. And then it's airing on Vice TV 5 days after that on October 7th. You, Alexander Hammerstone, man, it's going to be a great match. Jacob, man, what's going on, dude?
Oh, man, brother, right back at it, man. Just getting ready. We about a week out, man. Just getting ready for October 2nd.
Oh, it's going to be a great week coming up, man. Well, you just mentioned it before we started hitting record here, but I love that T-shirt that you're wearing of Yokozuna. That's awesome.
Right on. Rest in peace to the Almighty, man.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Man, I actually got it from his sister when they got done doing the documentary, and it was crazy. A fan offered me to buy the shirt for $200. But you know, man, this is. I mean, you know, this ain't nothing that I ordered off a line. This is something that his sister personally gave me. So, you know, I'm pretty sure you could get it online. But if you can, man, make sure y'all order you one.
It's so funny that he would offer you $200. I think the fact that, I mean, the shirt itself and the fact that it was probably worn by you should probably be worth more than $200. But
yeah, well, right on. I appreciate that.
Well, let's talk about my man, MLW Fightland, you and Alexander Hammerstone. You've been champion now for well over 2 years, like a historic reign in the midst of. Needless to say, you're the longest reigning MLW World Heavyweight Champion of all time. Hammerstone's been a staple in MLW for a long time now. Of all the title defenses they've had up to date, how does this kind of measure up to everyone else that you've fought in MLW up to this point as champion?
Well, man, up to this point, man, it's and you know, this just ain't no promos or anything, man. This is for shoot, man. Like, we've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in these past couple of years. Hammer's been through a lot in these past couple of years. But just to see where both our journeys started to where it's about to be next week, man, this shit means a lot, though, man, for me and him. Absolutely. Not only for our friends, for our family, but man, it's just not saying this is the payoff. But man, this is one of the biggest nights of my, of my career, and I can honestly say that. But Hammer, man, it's just I've been coming up through these past couple of years. You know, he's a West Coast cat too. He's from out there up in Phoenix. So to see him throughout all these years, you know, I know he's been grinding. I know he wanted just as much as me. You know, so I not knowing exactly what it really means to him, but I'm pretty sure. You know, it's up here. You know, the same the same level with me. You know, with all this about to happen on October 2nd.
Yeah, it's huge, man. MLW is hyping this up as like one of the biggest, most anticipated matches of the year for MLW. It's going to be a big night. And I was telling Davey the other day, it could not come at a bigger time and a better time for the company. I mean, between the Vice TV deal, running shows again, the roster, the Opera Cup also going on that same night. How cool has it got to be for you, someone who's been in MLW for a few years now, to kind of see everything coming to a head, all eyes on MLW? We had the premiere of Fusion Alpha just yesterday as we speak right now on YouTube, which is cool. As the champion, how cool has it got to be for you to see all eyes and the most amount of buzz probably surrounding MLW ever right now?
Well, you know, I mean, of course, man, look at me. I'm stuttering, man. It's speechless. I mean, because we had legends on here, Dusty, Rose, Terry, Funk, you know, Low Key. I mean, we before there was us right now, there were legends that have opened up the door for us young cats to come in here and make a way and to put our foot down up in here, you know, to really step on this. And look, rest in peace to my Uncle Umaga. Him and my Uncle Samu, the head shrinker, they've been in MLW. You know, so it's more than just, I mean, this is great, man. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. This means a lot, but it's also good to see, you know, where MLW started once again, where me and Hammer back, but to see what they, you know, what we're doing now. Absolutely, man. It's a fun time in life. It's good. But at the same time, man, you know, there's been a lot of hard work, though, throughout the past years to put up in this shit. And like you said, timing is everything. Just like wrestling, timing is everything. And right now, goddamn it, I'll be straight up. The timing right now for MLW is fucking great.
It's perfect, man. And not only going back to like the early days of MLW, like you mentioned, Dusty Rhodes, Terry Funk, Low Key, all the champions that, you know, MLW's had over the years. And just, you know, since the relaunch and you being a part of it and everything else, it's just so perfect. And from you coming in 2019, becoming champion soon after, and you know, that July, being champion 2.5 years later, what have you noticed have been like the biggest changes within the promotion, in addition to the stacked roster, obviously? What have you noticed have been like the biggest changes from you sitting at the top of the totem pole that kind of affected MLW over the last couple of years, in addition to kind of getting bigger and stronger?
Man, bro, just cats being hungry, just coming in there, just ready to get it. really stepping on what they do. Okay, this ain't just a regular MLW. This ain't just a regular booking. No, the cats they bringing in, like they really gonna get theirs, and that's been another thing to keep me up, because once you on top, there's only way to go down, and it's either and that's down.
But I was just going to say too, I mean, being champion for the last 2.5 years, it's a historic reign. Like I mentioned earlier, all the people that you've beaten, it's a who's who of superstars in wrestling today, not just in MLW, but just in general. And when people, talk about historic title reigns, we've had a couple of lengthy title reigns in the last couple of years. Obviously, someone you know very well, Roman Reigns, who's held that WWE Universal title for over a year, all these other champions. You got to be in that conversation too, man. You've been champion for well over 2 years and you've been dominant. You've been just on an absolute roll. And talk to me about why you should be in that conversation of one of the most dominant, best champions going today in all of wrestling.
Man, I appreciate that, man. But man, I come from the gutter, so we always got to keep it 100 around here, man. That pandemic thing, in my head, I always take off 365 days because we never came back that year, But since I've been defending it and since it's been there, I mean, I'm happy to be a part of that conversation. Most cats might not even think I might not even should be a part of that conversation. But man, for right now, like it's been some tough cats though that I defended the belt though against. Tom Lawler. I mean, let's be real. He's in real life for sure. He's really a bad cat. He's a bad motherfucker. La Park at LA Park. Like he ain't one of those OG cats. Don't get the costume messed up. That OG could really go. But man, it feels good, man. No, it really does. Overall, it really feels good though. Just to really be up there though with everything, especially holding the belt though. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, 100%. I love the honesty too, like you said, talking about the pandemic and everything else, and kind of going off that. You mentioned being champion throughout that entire period, still being champion now. What's it been like having fans back in the building, having fans back for Fightland in a couple or next Saturday?
Let me tell you something, man. Last time we were in Philly, the Black Flag Country Unit followers, man, they were in the goddamn building. Flags all over. I mean, I'm getting juiced, man. I can't even imagine what these people are thinking about me on the side. But brother, it was good. It was being back. I'm excited to be back. Philadelphia's always been one of MLW's homes, and I can't wait, brother. Like I said, this is more than just a booking, more than promotion, more than all that. I mean, at least I know it is to me. Out of everything we done been through, and coming up and really just trying to hang up in there. Yeah, man, this damn match is really gonna, solidify us. And not saying I don't care what other people think about MLW being this type of promotion and all the other promotions. I don't care, man. All I know is we do our job, we show up, we execute, and we walk out the same way we walked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy too, especially with MLW and all the buzz that you guys have right now. And you specifically, man, going back even just beyond the last couple of months, I'm talking about like the last year or two since you've been champion. There's been a lot of people who may not watch MLW consistently that not only know who you are, but are super high on your work and super high on you and your future. And because of you have gotten into MLW. Like, is there any one piece of praise or acclaim that you've gotten from someone, not that you look up to, but like a notable name, for example, that you've seen thinking, okay, you know what, that's pretty cool. That person knows who I am and watches my work, that type of thing.
Well, you know what? I'm actually surprised you asked that question. And if you ain't used to seeing me smile, man, I'm about to smile right now because Tajiri's one of them, bro. Like, for real. And like you said, the timing for right now, like, is crazy. The whole reason why I do my handstand moonsault is because of Tajiri.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fan of his work and, what he brought, but that whole character, that being in that mode. But for real, though, it will be really, really good, though, to get one of, to get his approval, though, you know what I'm saying? Just to get the stamp or something, you know what I'm saying? But since we're in Philly all the time, to get a stamp, though, from the OG ECW cats who's been putting in time and work, and unlimited hours in that 2,300 arena, it's always good to get a stamp, like when I perform, when I do what I do in front of them, But absolutely, man. Definitely all the ECW guys, but Tajiri, hell yeah. And the crazy thing is, you might not even watch my shit, which is just all cool anyways.
Yeah, well, and he's
Well,
still going strong today too. He's involved with MLW. That's some pretty cool shit,
yeah,
man. That's
hell yeah,
awesome. Yeah, and that's some
yeah.
pretty high praise coming from a guy like Jerry himself. But it's awesome and it's so cool. I know you've spoke about it in other interviews, but like just the presence of Samoan wrestling right now in MLW with yourself and WWE, other promotions. They just signed Sifa Fatu, if that's how you pronounce his name, just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
yeah. What are your thoughts?
yeah.
And I know you commented on the time, but your thoughts on him getting picked up and just the presence of Samoan wrestling right now. Roman Reigns doing the whole tribal chief thing. It's awesome.
Brother, the bloodline is here. Come on down. The fucking bloodline is here. Nah, but it's good though. Man, I'm proud. I mean, but keep this thing so 100 because people really got to know, like, keeping it real. Just, bro, I'm really proud for anybody. Y'all doing your thing, and if you see somebody doing good, and you proud of them, man, you tell that person, bro, I'm proud of you. Hey, sister, I'm proud of you because you know what? I don't like that. God forbid anything happens to anybody. As soon as somebody passed, all of a sudden, like, then everybody want to give them their flowers. Nah, bro. Like you give that person their flowers while they up, while they winning, while they alive. You know what I'm saying? And treat people good who's coming up in the game. Straight up. I ain't never disrespecting no young cat. Like, treat people good because you never know where they gonna end up at. And Sefa is one of the stories. That's why I'm saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at bro, like look where little bro's at. Absolutely. He winning. He's supposed to be there. He's supposed to be doing anything he wants to do, But I'm happy, man. I'm happy for my brothers. I was just with Jay 2 weeks ago, but man, it's good. I'm glad to see Jimmy back. He was back, but to see when they came back and won the belts and run, man, I'm happy, man. I'm very happy. I'm just happy to be a part of the family. I'm happy to hold the gold with them too. On the other side of the table. But when it comes down to it, October 2nd, it's like I said, same way we walked in, we gonna walk out, So, man, this is life, brother. It don't get no better than this.
The bloodline holding all the gold right now in WWE and beyond. You love to see it. And hopefully after Fightland as well, you and Alexander Hammerstone. Last question for you, man. For anyone who hasn't seen MLW before, sell them on this show. Why should they tune in? Why should they go 2300 Arena in Philly or tune in on Vice TV in a couple of weeks? Why should people watch this match with you and Alexander Hammerstone at Fightland in a couple of weeks?
Man, brother. Well, the first couple things is 2300 Arena, Philadelphia. That's one of the reasons. Second reason, Viceland TV, and not only that, man, Fightland, Hammerstone versus Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. Other than that, I can't be straightforward than that. But man, overall, it's gonna be a good, a whole good day. You got the Opera Cup there. You got the women's division there. There's something new in MLW. But the Opera Cup tournament is definitely an add-on for what me and Hammer is doing. And it's just a lot of good talent in the building, man. A lot of young, hungry cats just ready to do what they do and step on what they do. So absolutely, man. Let's get it. October 2nd. Don't get no better, man. Fightland, Philadelphia, 2300 Arena.
I was going to say everything you just said, but you just took the words right out of my mouth, except for the fact that it airs also on October 7th, Vice TV, like you said earlier.
It does. It does. October 2nd. Let's get October 2nd. We in Philly. October 7th. We on Viceland.
Right after Dark Side of the Ring. It's going to be a great night, man. Jacob, dude, thanks so much for the time. This has been awesome. I appreciate it.
Oh, love, big dog. Thank you, guys.